Welcome back to Puerto Rico Life. My name is Jeff Holst, and I am moving to Puerto Rico. And I know this for sure. I know I've said this for a while. I started this channel back in May, and I've been really pleasantly surprised with all the amazing comments, suggestions, and whatnot that people have given me. But in this video, I'm going to share super exciting news about my new place in Isla Verde, Carolina, Puerto Rico. So, if you're not familiar with the geography of Isla Verde is a beach community, a suburb of Carolina. Carolina is essentially a suburb of San Juan. Basically, Isla Verde is about 10 minutes from the airport, the San Juan International Airport, and about 15 minutes from Old San Juan, maybe 10 minutes from Condado. So, anyway, basically, you have an amazing location. This is what I had. So I had set a goal to find a place in Isla Verde. The reason I picked Isla Verde is I wanted to be close to the airport and I wanted to have a nice view. So I had these parameters. One, they have to allow my dog. So if the building didn't allow pets, it was a no-go. Two, right? Two, it had to have a view. I wanted a view of the ocean. Three, direct beach access. 4, 2 bedrooms. 5, parking. So I found the place that ticks all those boxes, and I'm super excited to share with you. Now, interestingly, I have not actually been there, so there's a process of renting a place in Puerto Rico, and it was actually very difficult. So I'm going to take you through that, but before I do that, I'm going to show you this one picture just so you get a little taste of the view. That right there is the view from my balcony. So anyway, you can see the backdrop there is actually the view from the Caribe Hilton. I feel bad having that in the backdrop. It kind of distracts from the view here, but as you can see, I have an amazing view from the balcony. So that's the balcony view in my new place in Isla Verde. So now let me tell you about how I found this place. So I posted in Facebook groups. So that was to try to find people that had places for rent. It was to try to find realtors, real estate agents, things like that. And I also talked to people I knew that were in San Juan. I reached out and I talked to a couple of my friends who have lived in Puerto Rico for quite a while, and I got a recommendation for a realtor from one of them. So I ended up talking to several realtors that I met online and also to the one that was introduced to me. And I had conversations with them and set them out with my parameters, those 5 things that I said I wanted, beach view, beach access, parking space, 2 bedrooms, allows a dog. In Isla Verde, and all that was important to me. So anyway, I had several people respond with various things. Also, I had a budget, right? So I didn't want to spend more than a certain amount. Some of the stuff that looked amazing was $2,000 or $3,000 a month over my budget. That obviously was not going to work for me. But the one realtor that I really liked, which I'm going to do an interview video with Veronica later. She's agreed to do that, so we'll introduce you to her later. She actually was recommended to me by my friend. And anyway, she went and looked at several places for me and eliminated them and said, this is not the place. And then last weekend, I got a call from her and she said, I think I found the place. I'm going to look at it right now. And so she went immediately over to look at it. It had just been listed. And I needed to make a quick decision without having a chance to go see it. So I have not seen it yet. Now, I am going on the 11th of November to Puerto Rico, and I will be checking out my new place then, and I'm sure I'll make a video at that point as well. But anyway, so that is my tips for you on how you can find a place in Puerto Rico without visiting it. I would warn you, though, it's been told to me several times that you should not do this. You should not do exactly what I did. But the reality is I didn't have a choice. I had to make the decision. And so I mitigated the risk of getting a place that looks nice online and then turns out to be kind of not great by having someone I trusted on the ground. And that's actually one of the reasons I was really happy to go with the realtor I chose. because she was recommended by someone else that had worked with her in the past and was very happy, and she felt very authentic to me. I really like her. So even though I've never met her in person either, I've had several conversations with her, and she knew exactly what I was looking for, and was even, in fact, able to tell me, no, you don't want this one, you don't want this one, you don't want this one, and then said, this is the one you want. And then she went there and described it to me and took photos for me, and then I signed the lease. And oh man, by the way, even after you find a place and you decide you want it, it can be very tricky to rent a place without being there. I'll give you an example. They wanted my credit score, credit report. Fine, no problem. I gave it to them. I have good credit. It wasn't an issue. They wanted my income history. Well, here's the problem. I'm a real estate investor. I don't make money. I mean, I do, but my taxes don't show that. And then they were like, well, we'll take job history. Well, that didn't work either because I don't have a job. So then it was like, well, I'll give you proof of funds, and that was fine with them, but they wanted a larger amount of money up front. So I ended up having to send more money. And then the question was, how do I actually send them money, right? Like try to get wiring instructions and we were going to send it over via one of these online apps like Venmo, Cash App, that kind of thing. Anyway, but then there was a limit to how much you could send, and the amount that I needed to send exceeded that limit. So it was actually a big process. And if people have questions about that, feel free to ask in the comments, and I'll try to talk you through what I did there. But anyway, without further ado, I know you guys are all sitting around here waiting to see more photos of that amazing view that I found there in Puerto Rico. So this again is the view from the balcony, right? So there's the balcony view. And then let me just see if I can't switch to the next one. Okay, so here's, this is the main living room, and that's the balcony out there. So there's the main living room and balcony. Here's another one of the living room and balcony. So you've got, standard tile. It's not an amazing place. It's all about the view. It's about the grounds. So you've got a pool, a little guest house, like a party house back there. That's where the gym is as well. So you've got a gym right outside of the pool, fully renovated, brand new, included with your thing. So, you can sit there and, look at the pool while you're riding a recumbent exercise bike. Obviously, I have not actually been to this gym, so I have no idea, how nice it is. But it does look nice, right? So, I mean, it certainly appears to have, it's got some exercise bikes, some weightlifting equipment. So I'm excited to check that out and see how that goes. This is interior of the of one of the bedrooms, right? So you've got in-wall air conditioner in the master bedroom, but you also have central air is what I've been told. So let's hope that's the case, because the one thing I will say about Puerto Rico is it can be a bit on the sticky side, right? So if you, and I'm having trouble switching photos here, so hold on a second. Now we've got more photos. There's photos of Jillian and I, and this is my dad. Isn't that cool? So the backdrop on my computer is my dad. But anyway, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure where the other photos went. So rather than bore you with pictures of my dad and I on the backdrop of my computer, I found the other photos. Let's see here. I don't know why it wasn't letting me switch, but I will share them with you now. So here we go. All right. So sorry about the delay here, guys. I know that this isn't exactly the most exciting point in the video, but so here's another video or another view of one of the bedrooms. And again, like I was saying, I don't know. It's for the life of me, it's stopped the strategy of allowing me to switch. Here's the kitchen. Again, not an amazing kitchen, right? I mean, just pretty standard. But you've got a washer and dryer in the kitchen. You've got it's tight, but it's got a refrigerator, it's got a stove, it's got a sink. What more do I really need, right? I mean, that's kind of my thought on that. And then here's one of what appears to be looking back from the living room the other direction. I based that on the fact that you can see over here in the corner. And of course, they weren't even fully ready, so I don't actually. They were painting when it was when I was moving in. You've got the central air up there, all that. So anyway, that is the place that I have just rented. Now, I haven't seen it, so hopefully it's as good as it seems to me, but it meets all of those boxes. So they have one, covered parking, they allow pets in the building, has central air, it has a view, it's in Isla Verde, and it's below my budget. So it is possible to rent something in Puerto Rico without actually visiting. I know this because I've done it. Now, my next video that I do about that particular place will be something that I share once I actually once I actually have been there. Now, I may do a video between now and then because I'm not going till the 11th. It's the 29th of October. Right now, I'm going the 11th of November. And in that video, I'll share what I'm doing to prepare because now I'm going to arrive in Puerto Rico with two carry-on or two checked bags, and that's it. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do about furniture, how I'm going to get the utilities on from here, because obviously I want to have power and all that stuff taken care of well before that. I actually get the place 3 days from now on the 1st of November. So I will get my realtor to go get the keys, and she's going to help me with some of the utilities and stuff like that and figuring all that out. So hopefully we can work through that whole process, and I will be able to report to you live from my new place in Isla Verde. So if you've watched this long, I super appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and punch that little bell notification so that every time I post a new video, you get notified. It means so much to me, and I can do many, many more videos if I know that people are engaging in my content. So feel free to ask questions and also to join our Puerto Rico Life Facebook group, which has almost 100 members already. And the link to the Puerto Rico Life Facebook group is right down there. It's in the comments. I don't actually know if that's where they are, but that's where it is. It's in the comments, and I will have put a subscribe link right there so you can subscribe to the channel. So if you haven't done it yet, just do that right now. All right. Thank you so much. This is Jeff, Mr. Puerto Rico Life, reporting live from Hickson, Tennessee in my office. An office which I am in the process of both moving into and moving out of at the same time as I get ready for my new Puerto Rican life. As always, get out there, live the best version of your life. And if you haven't done so already, check out Last Life Ever, my sister channel, where my co-host Jillian Sidoti and I interview people doing amazing things. And I will put a link to that channel right there. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye now.